tiny tots to crazy 8-year-olds. And you're wondering, how on earth do we do messy play without the house becoming a disaster zone and losing the will to live? You're in the right place. The timestamp below for all the different parts of the video, and I've got an excellent bonus at the very end of this today. Hi, welcome to my mama. I'm Izzy, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Why messy play is amazing. Messy play is more than just chaos. It's magic for their development, their sensory exploration, fine motor skills, creativity, and exploring their imagination. It helps them express their emotions, which is so helpful as they develop. As a teacher, it's also interdisciplinary learning, or cross-curricular learning. It's science, it's art, it's expression, it's all wrapped into one big gooey mess. And a wee bit of therapy thrown into the pile as well. Yes, sometimes it feels like a sticky apocalypse, but I promise it is worth it. The reality check. But let's get real. Just because it's great for the kids, we're not turning the living room into a Jackson Pollock crime scene. Enter boundaries. A lot of people have commented that I'm a very fun parent. I am, but I have boundaries. I'm not here to be anyone's bestie, I'm their mum. And I have taught this way, I have coached this way, I have always worked with children this way, and that is, you can do whatever you like within the boundaries, but if you step out of the boundaries, you'll know about it. And that's where rules and things have to come in place. And kids do actually like boundaries, structure and rules. Setting messy play boundaries. Here is how we do messy play properly, where the kids go wild, but the house doesn't. Rule 1, contain the chaos. Pick a room, a mat, an area, whatever you're working with, and the messy play must stay in that area. I used to, when the girls were very young, do painting, and we would do that in the kitchen, and I would shut the kitchen door and the girls were allowed to paint in the kitchen, and they could go wild within that space. But as soon as we stepped out into the living room, well, I never really step out to the living room, I picked them up and put them straight in the bath. But you know, they were never allowed to paint outside of the kitchen, and they weren't allowed to paint just whenever. It was always a planned session, and that was what I did. I made sure that they only ever painted in a certain room under supervision at a certain time. This wasn't something that was allowed to go free for all. A really good tip I've found is to have like a mat or tray, and you can just pick that up and pop that in the sink, washing machine, wherever it needs to go. That's a good one. I've always found that very useful, and it just makes clear up a little bit easier. Rule 2, dress for mess. We're looking at old clothes, painting clothes, whatever you wish to call it. When the girls were young and I was doing messy painting with them, I had bought them like oversized like white shirts, and those were their painting shirts. Like, they only ever did painting in them, and I put them in their painting shirts and their nappies, and that was it. And they were able to run around. And that meant I wasn't worrying about any nice clothes being stained or anything like that. Have your wipes, cleaning stuff close by. Obviously, if you're using cleaning chemicals with small children, please make sure they're out of reach. Rule 3, set time limits. Set a timer, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, however long you want to do it for. Because sometimes the kids will play it all day. Help build up your confidence in it and their confidence in it and their understanding of the boundaries as well. But setting a timer is really good. I find that even that is now such a good thing with the girls. If they're wanting to share something, I will put a timer on, say 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever the timer is. And when the timer goes off, they swap, and they do normally swap without any arguing because they know the timer's gone off, so it's a factual thing. So children do tend to respond really well to timers, and it helps, again, keep boundaries. You can be crazy as you like in this zone, in this time. Once the timer goes off or we're out this zone, you can. It's nice and simple. Timers also help the children transition into the next activity or tidy up time, and it also helps keep you sane. Rule 4, clean up is part of the fun. Children and toddlers do actually like tidying, as much as they may protest. But if you involve them in the tidying activity and it's part of the activity as a whole, they actually really enjoy it. They really enjoy going and collecting things and putting things back. There is lots of stuff in there that they really do, so you try to grasp onto the bits they like. My girls, for example, still really enjoy cleaning windows. Give them a spray bottle and a cloth, they'll sit and clean windows. So I can clean the rest of the room while they're cleaning the windows for me. Whatever you want to use, that's really helpful. Make cleaning up part of the game. Toddlers love to tidy. Seriously, they do. And even babies can wipe. Well, maybe smear is more an accurate word, but if you're teaching them to start it, yes, it's a little bit more messy for you to do, but you're slowly implementing those really good behaviours that you want to see further down the line. And number 5, have clear rules. Messy hands stay on the mat. Don't paint the dog. Slime doesn't get into your hair or mine. Things like that. And if they're slightly funny as well, the children will appreciate it and they're more likely to click into them. Messy play ideas by age. Not sure what's age okay? I got you, mama. For babies who are 6 to 18 months, we're looking at things like edible paints, playing with food, very tactile activities that are encouraging their sensory development and their motor skills and coordination as well. Also, stuff that they can put in their mouth because they will. Toddlers, so that's your 18 months to 3 years, we're looking at things like mud kitchens, painting with brushes, so moving the sensory stuff onto more grasping motions and getting them to play and hopefully learn how to hold items, which is really, really helpful. Pouring, even pouring water from different containers as well. Preschool next, so we're looking at 3 to 5. Slime, kinetic sand, again more tactile, more creative. Now we're looking at building things. Shaving foam art, frozen treasure kitchens, so where you get toys or something and freeze it in water and then you've got to try and get it out. So a little bit more problem solving here and more, we're adding to their cognitive abilities as well. Big kids, so we're looking at like 6 to 8 years old. We have things like painting with unusual things, forks, DIY volcanoes. My girls really enjoy making potions, and yes, that means they use things like shower gels. I've got some aromatherapy oils, shampoos, whatever they wish to use. But I always have strict rules with this. There's always mummy's more expensive stuff. Sometimes it's not expensive, but it's stuff that mummy doesn't want touched, and they know which items those are and they don't use them. And I can trust them to use the items that I don't mind them using versus the items that I actually need for myself. And so when I go to have a shower, I still actually have shampoo. But it's really creative, and some of the stuff they've come up with smells amazing, and it's actually really good. It's actually made my skin really soft. I've tried some of their shower gel combinations and actually made my skin very soft. They also really appreciate that I've tried it and that has made my skin soft, because that helps build up their confidence that they're doing a good thing. Again, mess contained to the bathroom, they're only allowed certain items, all these sorts of good fun things. Final tip. Messy play does not mean losing your mind. With a few boundaries and a bit of prep, it can be crazy fun, but we keep our sanity. It's the kind of chaos that builds brains and gives us lots of belly laughs. I have some wonderful memories of playing with the girls in their early years through messy play. So embrace the mess and let them have fun. Let them squish, pour, dump, squelch, mix, combine, but then also teach them how to clean up. That's the balance. Fun, madness, and boundaries.
Later.
So to help with messy play, I've created an ultimate messy play guide. I've created a PDF where I've got the rules, a rules page where you can print it out and use it as a poster. I've got 25 different activities, all set by age, for what you could do. And then at the bottom, I also have a range of reward stickers that you can make, so you can print them out and give them to them for clean up and play, and there's some funny ones in there. So you've got lots of different things in here. So if you're wanting to start messy play, not quite sure where to start, or want a complete guide, the link is in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn your notifications on. Also put in the comments below any messy play ideas you have that you know work really well, and that way we can share as a community and grow our collection of messy play activities. What's the messiest thing your kids have done? I'd love to hear in the comments. Keep it fun, keep it messy, and keep your sanity. Take care of yourself, Mama. Keep pushing forward, and remember, you are enough.